Welcome back. Feels good to be back. The start of another year. I'm on Smith Mountain Lake. It's behind me somewhere back there. It's super duper foggy today. But this is day one of my 8th season of competitive bass fishing. And man, it feels so good to be back out here. It's been a long off season, a long winter, but a great winter. I made a lot of new partnerships over the winter, made a lot of new connections, and I took a little while off, took a break off, but I'm ready to get back. I've been chomping at the bit to get back out here. You know you're doing what you're supposed to be doing when you get butterflies the day before you go fishing, you know? And I still get those butterflies after 8 years, you know, when we get ready to get things started. So I'm excited to get things back. Appreciate you guys tagging along for all this time. Again, we're on Smith Mountain Lake, the first tournament of the year. I'm gonna be as blunt with you as I can. Never ever had a good tournament here. Had a couple of okay tournaments. Never caught a big sack of fish here. Never weighed in a limit here. You know, 8 years of not doing that kind of eats at you, which is strange because this lake sets up for me so good. There's an offshore piece, there's hardcover, there's docks, all these things I love to fish. I've just never been able to put it together. But today's a new day. We've got a few days here to break this lake down, and the tournament's on Saturday. And so yeah, that's what we're going to do. We got some weather moving in. Supposed to be really rainy today, so not sure how much I'll GoPro. I'll keep it on as long as I can. I don't have it set up to be waterproof right now, but I'll keep it on as long as I can. And the goal is just to try to find a pattern, try to find a confidence bait I feel like I can go around and get bit. This is a big bass lake. It's taken 25 pounds to win here. In fact, I've seen a team tournament take over 30, which is just insane. So this BFL is going to take a giant sack of fish to get it done. So we got our work cut out for us here yet again. So enough chit chat. I'm ready to go fishing. It's been a long winter. So I'm ready to go cast the lure. Phew. Not what we were looking for. Let me get this guy unhooked here. Really, Smith Mountain is, honestly, it's more known for its striper fishing than the largemouth. There are gigantic stripers in here. Bigger than this. Clean you off there, it's raining. Bigger than this, and this one's a good one. But yeah. Okay. Yeah. So I'll give you a little update. We've been fishing for a bit now. I am seeing fish everywhere, and I mean bass too. I'm seeing them on these rocky points like this, and I'm seeing them on the bank. I've seen 3-pounders cruising the bank, and as far as catching goes, it's not good, because I mean that was my first bite of the day, but I have seen some fish, and they're doing the thing today where they want to follow your bait. They don't want to eat it, they want to follow it. So this leads me to believe that, you know, I'm throwing the wrong color, doing the wrong thing. I've been throwing a jerkbait a lot. I mean, a jerkbait a whole lot. And I tried 3 different color jerkbaits, and they have followed and looked hard at every single one of them. So at this point, it's almost not a color thing. They're just off a jerkbait right now. I'm sure somebody's catching on jerkbait, but I can't get them to eat it today. Same thing with the Demiki rig thing. So I don't think I've got the right bait right yet. We're gonna keep on going though. But I'm seeing fish again, rocky points like this, and then halfway back going into the pockets. So that's good. At least I've kind of located some. I just can't get them to eat yet. Bingo. Bingo, bingo, bingo. That is a bass. I promise you, I ain't even got to look at it. I can tell you it's a bass. It's the way it came up off of, and it might be a smallmouth. Look at there. I didn't see because I was talking to you. It ain't a I'm about to give y'all some amazing information. It ain't a smallmouth, but it's a big one. It's big one to me. It's a good one for me. She's all over 3 pounds, 3 and some change. And I knew that was a bass. And I'm gonna show y'all how I caught that fish. That's a pretty fish, man. I'd ripped that fish out of 25 foot of water. 25 foot. I've been thinking I needed to be shallow, and I do. I've seen some fish shallow as soon as I came out. That's a pretty Smith Mountain. Look how that fish has obviously been eating. Look how big the belly is. God. I kind of want to see how much she weighs. That's all right. I know she's, well, you might be wondering. It's so much easier to make a fishing video when you actually catch a fish. Old catch commander says, you want to guess? 357. 357. That's a pretty fish. Pretty fish. All right. I knew that was a bass. I knew it. Come here, I'll show you. I'll show you what this fish came off of. All the local guys probably can tell where I am. But that fish came off of that right there. You see that little bit of, just that little bit of, that's a stump is what that is, all right? That's a stump. That little bit of rise right there, that's an old stump. And I threw that swim bait down there. There's one swimming right there. Let's see if I can get it better. See that one right there? There's another one. I'll see if I can show you. Right here. Another one. So that's a hot spot. I found that spot last year. And so I hadn't done anything fishing new water this year. And so I finally came out and fished some history. And lo and behold, there was one there. So 25 foot of water. Pretty much anyway. Maybe 23, 22, something like that. So there's a couple more down there. We could throw it down there and catch a couple more. So it's real. That's exactly, hold on, I'll put the camera down. That's exactly how I like to fish. That's exactly how I like to fish. I caught them here just like that last year in practice on a day just like today, which is weird. You would think they would be down there doing that offshore gig when it was super bright. But cloudy as can be. And down there, super deep water on a swim bait. Giant. Giant. Whoa. Yes, sir. That's a good one. That's a good one. Now, there is so much debate right now in the world of fishing about active target. Randy Blockett would be, hold on, I'm gonna clean you up. Randy Blockett would be so disappointed in me right now because I straight up caught this one on active target. Just a great fish. God, that is a beautiful fish. Look at his gut there. He's obviously been eating something. That fish was out there hovering, just suspended out, just kind of cruising along. And I threw it across him just the right way. And yeah, so this one's over 4. This one is 4.12. I thought it was 5, but that's just a great fish. Caught on a spinning rod out here. Put it back. That's picture worthy, so I'll be right back. All right, So that's a good spot for me to end it for today. I really, and it's starting to rain harder on you. I really tried to fish shallow today. And I couldn't make it work. I saw a lot of fish, and look, I saw fish. Shoot, man, I saw fish in 2 foot of water, like literally like they were about to spawn, like cruising the banks. And I couldn't get bit in that area, and I tried to fish on top of points, and I tried to do a lot of stuff shallow. And then I came out and I fished a little bit of history, and I caught that 3-pounder. Gives you a little confidence. Fish a little more, fish a little more. Saw some stuff offshore. Saw some fish chasing bait offshore. Chasing my bait offshore, I mean. And you know, so it gave me confidence that there is, it's right now, today anyway, an offshore bite. And so will it be here Saturday? I don't know. This fish I just caught here, I've never fished this spot. Again, you guys probably know exactly where I am, especially the local guys. You can see the doggone number sign right there. But there's some good structure down there. And again, that fish was just a suspended fish, isolated by itself, like a big old hot air balloon on the graph there. So you know, there's still these fish, I feel like, are in 2 stages right now. There are some fish that are truly moving up the spawn, like full blast pre-spawn mode, moving up shallow, and then there's still some fish in the winter pattern, kind of holding out deep. Water temperatures is somewhere between 52 and 54 across the whole lake that I've seen so far. And so yeah, not a bad practice day. Wasn't a great day for catching fish, but as far as practice goes, it was a good day because I saw a lot. I saw a lot of fish today on my graph. I caught 2 really good fish, and you know, I'd love to have them on Saturday. So not overall, again, not a bad practice day. We need a much better day on Saturday, but to get things started, not bad at all. So see you guys in the morning. It's a good one, whatever it is. It's a good one. Well, I'll say giant. Well, it's dang good for me. Dang good for me, son. This is the only way I can get bit. But that's an awesome bite there, because I did not see that fish. You cannot see fish on active target if they got, if they got their belly, look at that, if they got their belly on the bottom, you can't see them. And so I threw this Demiki rig out there, and I mean, it got him, son. I threw this Demiki rig out there, and I'm just working it. I'm working it and working it. Maybe I'll show the replay here where I'm just working it, giving it a little action. And they come up off the bottom. There was 2 of them come right up off the bottom of it. It's a really great fish. Same thing. Ah, that's a pretty fish. Spit the hook at the boat. Needed a net man on that one. But that's another one. Another good fish. Another 4-pound class fish. And that fish come from a long ways away to eat this thing. So there is something to this. I'm sure there's a shallow bite. I am certain that there's a shallow bite. But it's hard for me to try to find it when I'm doing this. But here's what I do know. That fish come off of a secondary point. It's literally 1 point away from the one I just caught one on. And they're hovering over these secondary points. And sometimes you can catch them, sometimes you can't. If you can catch 15% of what you see, you're going to have a good day. You're like really have a good day. So far, I've caught, I've seen a lot, probably about 10% of what I've seen. So we got to try to find a way to get that, increase that ratio. Big one got me wrapped up underneath there. He's got me wrapped up. This ain't about 8-pound line. If I get this fish out of here, pushing a 3-pounder. Oh my God, there's 3 with it. There's 3 fish with it. I wish I had a chesty cam. You guys can see this. There's 3 with it. And I know my line is just torched. If I land this fish, I'm going to exclusively seagull. Oh my God. Oh boy. Look at this. There was 3 with it, just like this, underneath that dock, which makes sense. It's super duper bright, as you can probably tell. Ha, we got him. The old Cinco bite. It's good. That's good. 8-pound seagull, right? You guys probably couldn't tell, but man, I was wrapped up all in that stuff. It's another good fish. Yep, another good fish. I don't know if he can tell me anything. Not really. He's cold. That's about all. Yeah, little Cinco fish. That's fun. I like catching them that way. But I'm pretty sure that fish is not going to be there on tournament day. I think they're underneath there now, just taking shade. There's a point out in front of this dock. Maybe they would move down here. Either way, I'm going to mark this spot. This is something we'll check on tournament day. That's a good one. Good God, he's taking drag. That is a good one. I might have my drag set loose. I mean, my drag might not be, yeah, it's not super duper tight, but still, it's not a bad one, boys. Boy, she's got a mouthful of treble hooks. Mouthful of treble. Oh boy, there's this one on the old handy trap. Man, I've been trying to find a crankbait bite and trying to find a crankbait bite, and I finally found one. Not a bad one. Not a bad one at all. All right, yeah, so I would love to get on that kind of bite. I caught that fish off of a shoal here. It's got to be a community hole because it looks really, really good on the map. Big smallmouth. Oh, baby. Yeah, smallmouth is so fun. Oh my goodness, look at this thing. Red eyes. Oh. Ate the bait head first, son. Look at that. Look at that smallmouth. That is freaking awesome. Man, this is so awesome. I mean, that thing is in there too. This is not the same shoal. It's another shoal that's close by than one I just fished and caught a largemouth, about a 3-pounder. Gosh, nice. Okay, got it. Should be okay. He's not bleeding, is he? No. Let's just weigh this fish just to see. It ain't one of them dinner plate slabs, but I mean, I just love smallmouth, and I'm going to Lake Champlain this year, and this is just a little sample. 254 for this fish. 254, so not bad. Fun fish. I'm gonna get him back. Had it out of the water for a minute. So that fish was on top of a shoal. So this week I've been catching them deep, and now today they're kind of shallow. Interesting. But bad part is I found this stuff last year, but it's like, it looks so good on the map, everybody has to know about it, you know, so I'm sure it's not a secret. I haven't seen anybody fish it before, but I'm daggone gonna fish it tomorrow. In fact, I'll probably start here tomorrow morning. If these fish, it's 10:15, if these fish are here at 10:15, they should be here at 7:15. You would think, well, you know, it's fishing, not catching. Well, how about we call that a wrap for you guys today? I'm gonna fish out here a little bit more, maybe try to find another shoal or two. I don't really feel like I need to stick anymore, but it sure is fun catching them. So yeah, so tomorrow, weather-wise, it's gonna be terrible. Raining all day. I don't know what I'm gonna do about the GoPro. I can waterproof it to some degree, but we're talking like an inch of rain, just non-stop all day. So hopefully I'll be able to record. If not, you've seen a ton of footage this week, I think, of me catching some really good Smith Mountain Lake bass. And I really, really love the lake. Like, I just feel like it sets up so good for me with the offshore piece, long points, and it's just the way I love to fish. I'm starting to really love the lake. I just wish it would love me back. You know what I mean? So that's where I'm at with it right this minute. We're gonna honestly, we're probably gonna start right here in the morning if I can get to it first. But there's two shoals here, the one behind me and this one I'm sitting on. We'll start at one of these. I'll probably start at that one and then move my way this way in the morning. And then after that, we've got to check our deep stuff. If that doesn't pan out, we need to find more stuff like this. To be sure, I could either catch them on stuff like this or out on my offshore structure over there by the dam. And you know, we're just gonna give it all we got. That's all I can say. See you in the morning. I'm gonna be fishing fast today, okay?
Sounds good.
And by that I mean I'm gonna pull up on a spot.
About what depth?
Deep. Okay. Pull up on a spot, make a few casts, and then get off of it and go somewhere else. Good luck to you, Chief.
Good luck to you, bud.
Right size, wrong species.
Right.
That-
Pretty good.
Supposed to be fun.
Huh?
This is supposed to be fun.
I'm having a blast.
Me too.
Big smallmouth.
Finally. Going too. What has taken so long, man?
Huh?
What has taken so long? Look at his belly. He's got had to have been eating. Look at his belly.
Another crown fish. Old brown fish. Well, pretty good. Well, pretty good.
I got
Hey, say I got him pinned.
That is 3 fish. If I'd landed that other one, that's a big one.
Yep.
Come on. 3 more big ones. As bad as it was, it could have been worse. Way worse. That was probably the worst weather day of fishing I've ever had. Just brutal conditions. Cold, rainy. It was tough. It made it really, really tough to fish for me. And really, I didn't get a bass bite until literally the last hour of the day. And I knew it was going to be hit or miss on these fish, whether these offshore fish were going to eat or not. And I just watched so many fish, look at my bait, think about eating it and turn away. And, I tried to make a lot of little corrections to presentation to the bait and just couldn't get it to work till right there at the end. And it was just so crazy. I finally pulled up to the right shoal at the end of the day and I caught 3 super duper quick, really good smallmouth. And I lost one. Barely saw color flash here right at the boat. But I did land the other 2. I ended up with 7.5 pounds on 2 fish. It could have been way, way worse. I really thought I was going to zero in this thing. Just could not get bit until too late. And by the time I got bit, it was way too late in the day to really try to capitalize on that. I knew, these offshore fish, scoping like this, I was looking for big hot air balloons on the screen. And I knew it was either hit or miss. If you can get him to bite, like I honestly felt like I had the potential to win this thing based on what I was doing in practice. I really, really did. I knew it was just going to be tough to get 5 of them to eat. And I only got 3 of them to eat and only landed 2. So my percentages today, were really, really bad as far as like seeing fish, throwing the fish, catching fish. Like I think I said in practice, like I need to be able to catch, 10-15% of what I see, and it ended up being like 1%. So just not good enough today out there. We got to be right back out here in a month. I'm fishing the Shenandoah division this year, and their first tournament of the year starts here in a month. The lake should be fishing much different then. That should be full-blown spawn at that time, and these fish should be all over the bank. I saw one day, my first day of practice, I saw some fish on the bank. I couldn't get a shallow bite going. You're definitely going to have to fish shallow when I come back here in a month. So, but it's not a total waste. I really, really love the lake. I really am starting to really fall in love with it. I just wish it would love me back. So we're going to keep grinding out here and keep trying to figure it out. And maybe eventually we will. I caught so many good fish this week. I mean, I don't think... I'm trying to think if I caught, most of my fish were over 3 pounds that I caught this week in practice. And I caught one or two more really good ones off camera that you guys didn't see. So, overall, it's been a good few days here. The lake sets up great for me. I just got to work on fine-tuning some things out here, find some more areas to fish. And I have to figure out plan B. I can't rely on this offshore stuff all the time because sometimes it's just not there. It really wasn't there today. And I really got lucky at the end, pulled up to the right shoal at the right timing. Bam, 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 got bit. But anyway, that's that. We're going to be back here in a month, and we'll take it from there.